Hi, this is Anthony from West Coast Custom Concrete. Today's video will be on a sand wash concrete in San Juan Capistrano at Marbella Vista Country Club. Here's the country club here. It's a really sweet place. That's the view of the backyard. We're going to do some custom boxes in a patio here and a little side of the house with some drains. There's an existing drain from right there to the corner to the back of the patios, 3 by 3 by 3 stepping stone boxes with a 7-inch gap in between where they're going to put some decorative rock in between the gaps. Some people use grass or different styles. We're laying it out here. It laid out because they wanted about 24 of them at 3 by 3. So we had to lay it out and see how it laid out to the wall to the left. So we got it all laid out. We're just going to put the 2x4s run them straight across for the sidewalk and then put the runners across every 3 feet. And then the 2x4s are 2 inches, obviously. So 2 and 2 is 4, and then 3-inch gap is a 7-inch gap. So when you strip it, it's a 7-inch gap. It's a lot of setup for one day for all these little boxes and stakes, and it's kind of tedious and tight area. We're setting the patio up here. It's got an existing drain we're going to flow everything to. There I am right there. We're getting these boxes set up here. Nothing's easy about this, the setup, the pump, the finishing. You got to step in between the boxes, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, but this is what we had to do, and it came out really sweet. See, we just put the runner straight all the way through both sides. And then we just put the cross ones across with the gap. So then the way we toenailed it in the top, it just comes apart like a puzzle when you strip it. You can pull all the stakes the next day and then just leave the forms up for a day or two. It's a little soft still and green. We're using a top cast on this today. This is going to be a sand wash finish. In California, down by the beach, it's pretty hot. This was like an 85, 90-degree day, so we wash it the same day. I don't know what part of the world or country other people use it. You probably have to wait till the next day to wash it. Here I am laying the hose out. Kind of a long run. It's about 200, 225 feet, something like that. I didn't really want to lay out that much hose, but there's nothing you can do about it. This little hallway too here, if you plug up or have a problem, this isn't for an inexperienced bumper to do a job like this. If you plug up on the side of this house and you got to unclamp it under pressure, it's just going to grenade and you're going to have a 2-day cleanup. But I'm pretty confident. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm not even sweating this thing. I'm just cruising, waiting for the truck. He should be coming up any minute. I used Charlie Case. He's loading out of San Juan too, the city we're in. So I know the mud's fresh and not hot. Because on a day that hot and I'm ordering straight cement 3,000, you got to stay on top of this stuff. And this stuff blew up on us. It was so hot in that backyard. But I had 3 guys on it. It's a lot of hand detail, a lot of edging, and a lot of getting in there. You can't really skate it too good. So you got to stay on top of this stuff. And we're going to spray it too after we finish it. Here I am priming it out. I poured it a little bit wet, about 5.5, 6. I wasn't too worried about the slump. I just didn't want it too dry because I knew it was going to blow up. It was super humid that day too, and hot. Just pumping it in here, getting all the edges, corners for them. There's a drain right here, right to the right of me. So you do the level off the house to the drain, and then you just sweep the drain. You go around the drain in a circle, and you're going to get the right bowl for water flow when you rod this. I got Milton and Antonio Rod and Javier's here with me. Here I am pumping these squares. This job took like about an hour and a half, hour and 15 to pump, and it's like 8 or 9 yards because you have to bull float. You have to pump, stop, bull float when you can, get up in there because you got to get all these elevations and everything good. And then I think we have 24 of these boxes, and then they added 2 just to the left of Javier there. I think we had about 26 of these boxes. So you just pump them one at a time. He's got to rod it down and get the corners and edges. And you want to crown those boxes a little bit because they shrink. So you don't want to get it level and then it bowls and shrinks on you. And this stuff's going to dry and shrink really fast too in this heat. It was baking hot. I mean, I've done so much of this top cast finish. I've literally done thousands of yards of it. So I really like doing it. I think it's the best looking finish. It's the most uniform. You can use sugar and water. You can use Coke, Coca-Cola. You can use Rugasol. There's a bunch of different products. It's a water-based etching. It just etches it, takes the cream off the top and exposes the sand is what it is. The top cast is 0.00 EPA. People used to use acid and then they'd wash it in the gutter. So they came up with this top cast product it's super simple. You just spray it on, you put it on heavy and let it sit for a couple hours. And the only objective of if you get all the white cast off, you accomplish what you're trying to do. You washed it. I don't like using a pressure washer or waiting the next day because it's too aggressive and it's still green and soft. Here I am spraying it right here. I think there's 11 or 12 different etching levels that this product has, like exposed aggregate, a little bit of aggregate, just etching the top. This is a number three. This is an acid etch, basically, the old acid etch. It's the lightest etching you can do. It's a number three. It just exposes the sand perfectly. And you put it on heavy, and a 5 gallon can will do about 800 square feet. And I had about 700 square feet, but I just re-go around and put the rest of it on it and put it on heavy and let it sit. And then you just hose it off and scrub it with a brush, and it just comes off perfect. This is about an hour and a half later after I sprayed it. We washed it. It comes off just like butter. It's no problem. Here I am right there on the white broom in it. You can broom it from edge to edge and get it super clean. And then we brought a power washer, turned it down, and just to get this patio so we didn't have to scrub it. And you got to put plastic up around the house and stuff because when you spray the top cast, it kind of sprays on it. There's the finish. It just exposes the sand. It's just a beautiful finish. It's my favorite finish. And there's the finished job. They're going to put decorative rocks in between the gaps. It should look really sweet with a whole new lawn. When you hire West Coast Custom Concrete, you're getting the best in the West, and the work speaks for itself.